Some soldiers are having their food options even more restricted at Fort Cavazos, Texas, formerly known as Fort Hood, Texas, due to the dysfunction inside of the military. Now, junior enlisted service members, most of them are taken away their money is for food out of their paychecks. So their food options are ridiculously limited. They don't just have money in their paychecks to go buy whatever food that they want if they're a single non-married service member, or in some cases, separated geographical bachelor. The Department of Defense really loves U.S. government to take money out of soldiers' paychecks. I was fortunate I was not in that situation as a junior service enlisted member because I had a command that was really good about that and gave us the money back, but most do not. So they're stuck with these dining facilities that in most cases are subpar with few exceptions at these military bases, and they have no choice about what food that they eat. And they don't have the money given to them to make their own food choices. Now, those facilities at Fort Hood, Texas, now known as Fort Cavazos, Texas, are even more limited. As of 2 days ago, this news article that's cited reported that they were down to just one dining facility on that military base, which was a 30-minute drive for some of these service members, which was impossible during the workday, according to an anonymous military service member who cared about these service members and wanted the story to get out there. And thank God for that person. The reality is all people in the military should receive 100% of the money given to them. Junior service members, the money is just so sad, the lack of money given. And when I actually ate at dining facilities, on more than one occasion, I was being rationed out, the food was to me, and they were trying to withhold food. It was ridiculous. So giving this much power and control to our government over anyone's life is incredibly dangerous. And this is just one more example of it. By the way, this was posted on my LinkedIn. You can find me at GoVanessa, GoVanessa. Now, the Reserve has had their own drama going on with somehow not accounting for the tuition assistance needs that were needed monetarily. However, to their credit, they have fixed that in time for the upcoming semester. And it looks like they're refunding money that was paid out by service members to cover the gaps in tuition. So good for them for doing the right thing there. However, the Army National Guard doesn't seem to be wanting to, and instead they've stopped payments to soldiers for student loan debts due to their own funding issues. And I find this to be so ludicrous because what do we see on recruiting ad after recruiting ad? It's oftentimes promises about educational advancement and career advancement and even economic advancement. And yet here we are with the good old classic bait and switch. They're at it again. And when they were contacted by military.com for comment about this and the status of that benefit, the National Guard chose not to respond.